In the heart of uncertainty, one leader stands firm. President Biden, a beacon of resilience, guiding America towards a brighter tomorrow. His steadfast commitment to economic recovery, social justice, and climate action underlines the case for his re-election. 2024 is the year we secure our future, with Biden leading the charge. Stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay hopeful. America's future is bright, and together, we make it brighter. Welcome to Top Thangs. Today we explore the strategic landscape of President Joe Biden's campaign for re-election in 2024. Amidst a nation at a crossroads, Biden's bid for a second term stands as a defense of democratic principles, economic stability, and social progress. Join us as we delve into the pillars of Biden's campaign, from safeguarding democracy to championing reproductive rights and addressing America's role on the global stage. Introduction. The 2024 U.S. presidential election presents a critical juncture for American democracy, with President Joe Biden positioning himself as the bulwark against threats to democratic norms and personal freedoms. Amidst challenges including public skepticism over his administration's handling of economic issues and questions about his age, Biden's campaign is strategizing for a rematch against Donald Trump, leveraging a message centered on the protection of democracy and reproductive rights. Democracy at stake. Biden's campaign articulates a vision of the election as a pivotal battle for the soul of the nation, emphasizing the importance of safeguarding democratic institutions from perceived threats posed by Trump's brand of politics. This narrative is designed to resonate with independents and re-energize a democratic base concerned about the erosion of democratic norms and values. Economic strategy and voter concerns. While economic discontent poses a significant challenge, with Americans expressing frustration over inflation and the cost of living, Biden's campaign plans to focus on economic issues, highlighting achievements and future plans aimed at bolstering the economy. This approach seeks to counteract pessimism by pointing to Biden's efforts to create jobs, invest in infrastructure, and manage the economic recovery post-pandemic. Reproductive rights as a central campaign issue. In light of the Supreme Court's overturning of Roe v. Wade, Biden's campaign has made reproductive rights a central theme, emphasizing the contrast between Democratic efforts to protect abortion and contraception access and Republican calls for restrictions. Biden aims to galvanize support among voters who prioritize these issues. This strategy not only seeks to draw a clear distinction between the two parties' stances, but also aims to replicate the success Democrats found in the 2022 midterms by focusing on abortion rights. Campaign infrastructure and battleground states. Biden's re-election effort is bolstered by a seasoned team of advisors and a strategic focus on battleground states critical to securing an electoral victory. With campaign staff deployed across key states and an emphasis on grassroots mobilization, the Biden campaign is laying the groundwork for an extensive voter outreach operation. This includes targeted efforts to engage young and minority voters, whose support was instrumental in the 2020 victory. Interim conclusion. The case for a Biden re-election in 2024 is built on a multifaceted strategy that addresses pressing issues like democracy, economic recovery, and reproductive rights. By positioning himself as the candidate best equipped to navigate these challenges, Biden seeks to unite a broad coalition of voters in support of his vision for a second term. As the campaign unfolds, the effectiveness of this approach in resonating with an electorate still grappling with economic uncertainties and deep political divisions will be a critical factor in determining the outcome of the election. Foreign policy achievements and challenges. President Biden's foreign policy record stands as both a testament to his administration's accomplishments and a potential area of vulnerability in his bid for re-election. On one hand, Biden's efforts to re-engage with international allies, tackle climate change, and navigate complex geopolitical tensions have garnered praise from his supporters. These initiatives demonstrate his commitment to restoring America's role as a global leader and addressing pressing global challenges. However, challenges such as the withdrawal from Afghanistan and ongoing disputes with major powers like China and Russia present opportunities for opponents to critique Biden's leadership. The chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan in particular drew criticism from across the political spectrum and raised questions about the administration's handling of the situation. Additionally, tensions with China over trade, technology, and human rights issues, as well as confrontations with Russia over Ukraine and cyber attacks, highlight the complexities of navigating the global stage. Biden's ability to effectively communicate his vision for America's role in the world will be crucial in winning over voters concerned about national security and international relations. By highlighting his administration's accomplishments in reestablishing diplomatic ties, addressing climate change, and promoting human rights, Biden can appeal to voters who prioritize America's global standing. At the same time, he must address criticisms of his handling of specific foreign policy challenges and outline a clear strategy for addressing ongoing geopolitical tensions. Social and racial justice agenda. The Biden administration has made significant strides in advancing social and racial justice initiatives, signaling a commitment to addressing systemic inequalities and promoting inclusivity. Key initiatives such as police reform, voting rights legislation, and immigration reform have resonated with progressive voters and communities of color, crucial constituencies that played a significant role in Biden's 2020 victory. By championing policies aimed at addressing systemic inequalities and promoting inclusivity, Biden aims to energize his base and appeal to undecided voters concerned about social justice issues. However, challenges remain in implementing these policies and overcoming opposition from conservative lawmakers and interest groups. Issues such as police reform and voting rights have become contentious battlegrounds in Congress, highlighting the deep divisions within American society over issues of race and justice. Biden's ability to navigate these challenges and deliver on his promises of social and racial justice will be critical in mobilizing support for his re-election bid. By continuing to prioritize these issues and working to address the underlying causes of inequality and discrimination, Biden can appeal to a broad coalition of voters and demonstrate his commitment to building a more just and equitable society. Healthcare and pandemic management. The COVID-19 pandemic remains a defining issue for President Biden's administration and his re-election campaign. While his administration has made significant progress in vaccine distribution and economic relief efforts, challenges such as vaccine hesitancy and the emergence of new variants continue to pose threats to public health and economic recovery. Biden's strategy involves highlighting his administration's response to the pandemic and contrasting it with Republican proposals, framing the election as a choice between continued progress and a return to the failures of the past. By emphasizing his administration's efforts to expand access to vaccines, support small businesses, and provide economic relief to struggling families, Biden aims to reassure voters that his leadership is capable of guiding the country through the remaining challenges of the pandemic. Additionally, Biden's campaign will likely focus on contrasting his approach to healthcare with that of his Republican opponents. While Republicans have sought to undermine the Affordable Care Act and roll back key provisions of the law, Biden has championed efforts to expand access to healthcare and lower costs for millions of Americans. By highlighting these differences and emphasizing the importance of protecting access to healthcare, Biden can appeal to voters concerned about their health and well-being. Coalition building and voter outreach. President Biden's re-election campaign relies on building and expanding coalitions across demographic, geographic, and ideological lines. By reaching out to diverse communities, including rural voters, suburbanites, and progressives, Biden aims to broaden his appeal and secure support in key battleground states. Additionally, efforts to engage young voters and first-time voters through digital organizing and grassroots mobilization will be instrumental in turning out the Democratic base and securing victory in closely contested races. The success of Biden's coalition-building efforts will depend on his ability to effectively communicate his message and mobilize support among key constituencies. Issues such as economic security, healthcare, and social justice will be central to his appeal to voters, particularly those in swing states where the outcome of the election is likely to be determined. By emphasizing his administration's accomplishments and outlining a clear vision for the future, Biden can demonstrate his commitment to addressing the needs and concerns of all Americans. Conclusion. As President Joe Biden seeks re-election in 2024, his campaign faces a challenging yet promising political landscape. By emphasizing his record of achievement, articulating a vision for the future, and mobilizing a broad coalition of supporters, Biden aims to secure a second term and continue his efforts to build back better. However, navigating the complexities of domestic and foreign policy, addressing voter concerns, and countering opposition attacks will require a strategic and concerted effort from the Biden campaign. As the election approaches, the outcome will hinge on the ability of both campaigns to effectively communicate their messages, mobilize supporters, and secure the necessary electoral votes to win the presidency. Latest developments. As of February 2024, President Joe Biden's re-election campaign is in full swing, with recent developments suggesting a focused strategy against his anticipated opponent, Donald Trump. The Biden-Harris team made a notable appearance at their campaign headquarters in Wilmington, Delaware, emphasizing their readiness for the upcoming election. Biden expressed confidence in his campaign's position, citing public opinion polls that show him leading against Trump in hypothetical matchups. However, other polls indicate a close race, underlining the deep political divisions within the country. The initial primary in South Carolina marks the formal commencement of Biden's bid for re-election. In response to Trump's victory in the New Hampshire primary, Biden's campaign has officially shifted its focus to the general election. The campaign's strategy includes highlighting Trump's controversial suggestions to repeal the Affordable Care Act, his Supreme Court appointments that led to the overturning of abortion access, and his attempts to undermine democracy. Biden's campaign underscores Trump's electoral record as detrimental to the Republican Party, positioning Trump as an extreme and dangerous candidate. This approach reflects a strategic pivot to directly confront Trump's policies and rhetoric, aiming to appeal to key constituencies that will be crucial in the November election. Financially, Biden's re-election campaign has demonstrated significant strength, reporting a considerable cash advantage over Trump. The campaign's spending surged in the last quarter of 2023, with payroll doubling and substantial investments in media production and airtime buys. This financial footing allows Biden's campaign to undertake an extensive general election campaign, marked by an increase in staffing and campaign activities. Notably, the campaign, along with the Democratic National Committee and joint fundraising committees, reported over $117 million on hand, contrasting with Trump's campaign reserves. This financial advantage is part of a broader strategy to maintain a competitive edge in the race. Additionally, Biden's infrastructure czar, Mitch Landrieu, has transitioned from his White House role to a leading position in the re-election campaign. This move signifies a strategic emphasis on Biden's infrastructure achievements and his economic agenda as central themes of the campaign. Landrieu's involvement highlights the administration's efforts to showcase its commitment to rebuilding the nation's infrastructure and economy, which are expected to play a crucial role in Biden's pitch for another term. These developments underscore the Biden campaign's multifaceted approach to the 2024 election, focusing on policy contrasts with Trump, a solid financial foundation, and strategic leadership appointments. As the election progresses, these strategies will be crucial in navigating the complex political landscape and securing voter support. Final thoughts. As President Joe Biden seeks re-election in 2024, his campaign faces a challenging yet promising political landscape. By emphasizing his record of achievement, articulating a vision for the future, and mobilizing a broad coalition of supporters, Biden aims to secure a second term and continue his efforts to build back better. However, navigating the complexities of domestic and foreign policy, addressing voter concerns, and countering opposition attacks will require a strategic and concerted effort from the Biden campaign. As the election approaches, the outcome will hinge on the ability of both campaigns to effectively communicate their messages, mobilize supporters, and secure the necessary electoral votes to win the presidency. This analysis, drawing on insights from Reuters and Politico, provides a comprehensive overview of the factors shaping the case for a Biden re-election in 2024. As the campaign unfolds and new developments arise, the dynamics of the race will continue to evolve, shaping the future direction of American politics and governance. The Biden re-election campaign encapsulates a nuanced strategy to navigate America's pressing challenges and opportunities. How do Biden's policy achievements and future plans align with the priorities of the American electorate amidst ongoing economic and social challenges? What impact will Biden's emphasis on democracy, reproductive rights, and climate action have on mobilizing voters across key demographic and ideological lines? What are your thoughts? As we've navigated the case for a Biden re-election in 2024, it's clear that the campaign is shaping up to be a pivotal moment in American politics. With a focus on unity, progress, and resilience, Biden seeks to lead the nation towards a brighter, more inclusive future. What are your thoughts on Biden's vision for America? Share your insights in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth political analysis. Thank you for watching Top Thangs. Sources: Reuters, www.reuters.com, Politico, www.politico.com.